What is up, guys and girls? This is Glenn here once again with another RopeRage video. And in this video, what we're going to be doing is focusing on how to get the rope under your control, under your spell, such that you dictate where it goes, you control its movement, and it's not just a guessing game of turn the rope, when is the rope going to hit me? You're in control. You're dictating where that rope goes. Controlling the rope all comes down to handle grip. So we're going to be focused on how we grip the handle. Now, for the tons of videos out there and tons of info out there on jump rope technique, there's not going to be much on how to grip the handle. The reason for this is because handle grip is quite subtle. You might watch a video of the pros jumping rope and you see the flashy skills, the flashy footwork, the speed of the rope. But what you don't see is the very subtle detail that is the manner in which they hold the handle. And the ironic thing is, it's how they're holding the handle that dictates everything. The handling dictates what the rope does, and then you pair that up with the footwork, whatever footwork it is you're doing, whether it's some squats or some double unders or whatever. You're pairing up that footwork with your handiwork to create the perfect storm that is your skipping skill. So for the purpose of illustration, I've got a very simple, basic skipping rope here. Looking at this, we have what I like to call the base of the handle and the head of the handle. The head being evidently the part that's closer to the rope, and the base being the part that's not attached to the rope at all. This is important to establish this as we go forward, because we're going to be placing our hands different sections depending on what we want to get out of the rope. The closer you are to the head of the handle, the more precision. The further you are, you get much more whip, but you lose that precision. The first thing we need to know is that, as a rule of thumb, the closer you hold the handle to the head, the more control you have over the rope. Now you might say, okay, why don't I just hold the rope all the way up here, right to the top, so I have maximum control? There is a trade-off. The trade-off is that you're losing the mechanical potential that the rope has in itself. And what I mean by this is, if you're holding the handle right there at the top, as you rotate the rope, every rotation is powered by your wrist. You don't necessarily want to do this, because if you want to achieve really high speeds, you need to have the rope do some of the work as well. And you achieve this by holding it a little further down from the handle. I like to say, as a rule of thumb, you hold it about an inch down from the handle. You have a good level of control, but the whipping motion, especially if you're using speed ropes, which are metal ropes that have the mechanisms on the handles, something like this. A metal rope for higher density, so it cuts through the air quicker, and a mechanism that allows it to swivel. Now, if you want to use that mechanical potential, you can't hold the handle right at the top and turn it. You have to let the mechanism do its work. And so you'll hold it about an inch down, and as you rotate it, it's your effort plus the mechanical effort of the rope in itself. You can achieve this with the regular rope as well, but to a lesser extent. The positioning of your hand relative to the base and the head of the handle works very much like a lever. If you think about how a lever works, you have the pivot point in the middle, and depending on where that pivot point is in the lever system, allows you more leverage. Closer to the pivot, you're going to have to do a lot of work to lift up the other side. Further away from the pivot, you do much less work. It works in the same way. In fact, you can see this yourself. Try this out. Take your pencil or pen or whatever and try writing something down how you normally would. Then experiment with different distances from the head or the tip of the pencil. You will notice how terrible your handwriting can become instantly if you take your hand further away from the tip of the pen. Also, if you're right at the tip of the pen and you're writing, you'll have maximal control, but you can't write as quickly. So you do need some distance from the tip. It's the same principle in operation right here. And handle grip, so handle grip is one of the topics that I go into massive detail on in the Redefining Rage training handbook. So check out this section here. Section 11 on handle grip. The fundamental rule of handle grip is this: a grip that is closer to the handle head, closer to the rope itself, will give more precision, but less potential whip or speed. A grip further from the handle head will mean reduced control, but much more potential whip. As you might have figured by now, it can be useful to change the region of your grip for different techniques. Countless times during a training session, I'll change my grip region by sliding my hand slightly up or down the handle for more whip or more control to perform a specific technique. This is something that is so subtle it's hard to see in practice. So you can see certain movements on a video, but you won't see the subtle movements of the hand along the handle, unless you're paying really close attention and intently looking at the hands, which are moving at high speed. Very difficult to do. So a technique that requires a lot of precision, say a crossover or a very intricate move, you want to hold it closer to the handle head. But if you need speed and you want to whip the rope, so say a double under, a triple under, and the key with those two is that they're not really intricate movements. They don't really involve any turning or changing direction of the rope. The hands are quite static and it's just about getting the rotations in. For that sort of technique, you need more whip, so you can leverage your position of your hand on the rope to get more whip. You're using your own hand rotation plus the mechanical advantage that the rope provides as you hold it further away from the head. Just like with the example of the lever and like the example with writing with a pencil or a pen. You hold it too close to the head, you have control, a lot of it, but it's less swift and less speedy. You need to come away from the head a bit and use the mechanical advantage of the tool you're using. So that's about it. I've enjoyed this video because it's really honing in on a very specific aspect of our training. It's so subtle yet so important, and it can be widely ignored because it's not something we pay attention to. Sometimes we're a bit too concerned about how fast we're moving and how intricate the skills are and how good it looks on an Instagram video, but this is a subtle change that you can make that can transform your training, that can transform your control of the rope entirely. So that's going to be it for today's video. I appreciate you taking the time out of your day to check it out. Before you run off and get to work on the handle grip and varying your handle grip and using that to leverage and to get greater control, to get that rope under your spell, please do hit that like button if you found this video in any way useful, and do drop a comment down below. I respond to every comment, and it's always a great pleasure for me to chat with you guys. Until next time, all the best with your training, and stay raging. Okay, what rope should I use? If I had a penny for every time I heard that. Short handles or long handles? A shorter rope is a faster rope. A longer rope gives you more room for error. How can I improve my footwork? The ground is your ally. The feet need to cooperate with the ground. How can I go faster? Why does my rope keep tangling? These double unders are killing me. How do I deal with frustration? How can I be more consistent? How can I prevent injuries? What is the point of using nunchucks? What is the magic wand grip? What is the clock face? What is the cowboy method? What is rage?